I was sitting on my bed in this tiny room, in a place so far away from home. I came here, to this place, to be away from home. I felt horrible there. Days and days went by of feeling the black energy surrounding me. No sign of any lights anymore. Voices talking. Voices with an interest of keeping me in the dark. I thought that this place, the place in this room, far away from home, would make me feel different. I thought I would feel happy here. But still, it is so dark. With no motivation to go out. No motivation to see the sun and the sky. Hearing little drops falling out of the sky. It starts to rain. Thunderclouds coming over, and I'm sitting in this room. My friend that I came here with wanted to leave. She wanted to go out, but as I did not want to do anything at all, we got in an argument. As I could no longer keep in my anger, I walked away. I walked out of the building and started to circle around the place where we were staying. Walking and crying, anger coming out. Should I go back or keep going on my walk? I kept walking as I came to this parking lot on a hill. I walked up the hill and walked by all the cars to the end. At the end of the parking lot, there were these trees. I walked past the trees and saw behind the trees a magnificent view. Everything soaking wet after the rain that had just fallen out of the sky. On top of this hill was a pile of bricks. I went and sat down on them. The horizon was filled with dark clouds. The sound of thunder still in the back. Crying and screaming while I was sitting there. Voices of fear telling me the most awful things. The voice of my mind being confused. I did not know what to do anymore. I did not know if I could take this any longer. This darkness. There was no end to it. This life seemed to have no sign of hope anymore. Should I leave? Rain started to fall out of the sky, as I was sitting all alone on a pile of bricks in a foreign country, crying and confused looking at the sky, looking around to see if anything could stop this pain. This darkness. The voices kept telling me that it was time for me to leave. This is what is right for you. But something in my head was confused. Why do I hear these voices? This is not my mind. My mind finds this actually strange. It is questioning these voices. I asked that it would stop. Please, please, let it stop. I can't do it anymore. With one sharp rock on my arm, I looked to the sky and asked, God, anything that is out there, help me. I don't know what to do anymore. I asked for God after all those years of questioning a God. I wanted to give it a try. It was my last thought in that moment. I sat there for 5 minutes and nothing happened. I started to cry again, as I deep down did not want it to end here. As I looked to my arm, it started to light up. A ray of sunlight fell down out of the sky directly on my arm. As I looked up, I saw the dark blue clouds having a small opening. Everywhere in the sky it was dark, but right here the sky opened up, to only shine upon my arm. I heard a voice, a third voice. It was asking me to pause. It said to me, "This is not the end for you. You have so much life left. You're here with a reason. You are needed. You're special and important. The world needs you here." I felt a sense of peace with the voice. All of a sudden, I did not hear the other voices anymore, the ones that tried to force me into doing things. "You're safe. We are with you. Get up." I stood up and I had in those years not felt anything like this. I felt like I could float. I smiled. "Thank you," I said 1,000 times. The sky started to break open on more places in the horizon. I walked back as I knew that this was the moment that changed and saved my life. The voice of an angel, the voice of God, the voice of love. I was here with a reason. A feeling of light turned on within my body, the sensation of a little fire burning within me, a spark of the soul. The ending of the dark night, as I woke up to my inner light. I stopped the endless fights. I knew it was just the beginning, but it was the beginning of a new life.